Organizing committee, it gives me immense pleasure and pride to warmly welcome you all to this special and meaningful occasion.
Today is not merely the start of a program, but the unfolding of a sacred space, BODHIPATHAH, where knowledge, unity, and reflection beautifully comes together.
We are indeed blessed to have among us His Eminence Singha Tekchen Namdrol Rinpoche, a revered spiritual master who has devoted his life to sharing compassion, wisdom, and the noble path of Dharma across the world.
Sir, we are deeply grateful to you for blessing us with your presence and sharing your timeless wisdom with us. I am Sudha, and I feel truly honored to welcome you on behalf of everyone gathered here today.
And I am Srisha. It is our privilege to serve as your host for this auspicious gathering, and we feel honored to host you through this event, cherishing the wisdom and inspiration it carries. It is our privilege to welcome you onto the dais, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Singha Tekchen Namdol Rinpoche, a name that resounds with the roar of the lion of Dharma, a teacher whose presence itself is a meditation, whose words have the power to still the storm and awaken the soul. He is not merely a guest, but a bridge between tradition and tomorrow, between silence and song, between knowledge and the wisdom beyond words.
Through Tekchen Sholing centers across the world, Rinpoche has touched countless hearts with his presence and guidance. With deep reverence, let us now welcome His Eminence to address us and share his words of wisdom. Please, sir.
Good morning, everybody. So, it's my honor to be able to come here and to be able to share with you what I have to say. But that is not my main aim. My main aim is to get in touch with your heart and my heart, that we can get connected. That is the most important thing. Now, today I want to talk about something that is going to probably shock you. Okay? So, I'm going to ask you a question, and I would like you all to answer me. Or if you don't want to answer, it's okay, because you will feel it inside. I want to ask you, what is the meaning of life? Does anybody want to try to answer? What is the meaning of life? Anybody can attempt to. Yeah, please. Choosing your own choices. Good answer. Thank you. Okay? The truth is, there's no meaning to life. There's no meaning to death also. Why? Because if we look at the absolute reality of phenomena, of time and space, life and death is a cycle that goes on and on and on and on and on. That does not necessarily mean to have any meaning. You know? I give you a good example would be, many of us are actually following this. We see something as bad, and so therefore we try to destroy that badness in in this something, whether it may be part of life or something in our life or something in the community or something in the society or something in school, isn't it? Right? Now, I want to say that this is something that is very common because we are all being conditioned to think, if this is bad, then remove it. Isn't it? Now I want to reintroduce another idea of, if this is bad, can you accept and live together with it? A very good example would be this. I want to share this example. In China, Chairman Mao started something that was unbelievable. He thought that the people were not having enough food because the sparrows were eating the rice from the paddy fields. The mice in the rice field were eating the paddy. So what did Chairman Mao do? He ordered the mass destruction of sparrows because the sparrows were eating the rice. Sounds like the perfect idea, isn't it? I'm just going to focus on the sparrow part. You know what are sparrows, right? This small little cute little bird. And you know, Chairman Mao was very successful in removing all those sparrows. What happened? They asked all the people, whenever the birds were flying, coming to the area, everybody went out with pots and pans to bang, so the sparrows could not and would not rest on the branches of the trees. And so they kept on flying and flying and flying, and they died of exhaustion. There is official count of how many hundreds of millions or billions of sparrows were killed, died of exhaustion or starvation or so on and so forth. People catching them, and so what happened? Problem solved. Remove so much of the sparrows. Actually, do you all know about this case? Do you know what happened actually after that? Something else happened. After the sparrows were removed, we thought that there will be great amount of rice. Actually, what happened after that was great starvation. There was a overpopulation of grasshoppers and locusts. The sparrows were actually feeding on them. And everything gone. Even the leaves of the paddy plant, the paddy field, were all eaten up. And great starvation. Please check it up. You should check it up, and so that you know about this case. This is a real case. So when we talk about solving problems, and you all are the more senior students of this university, you have to be aware of what is beyond solving this one particular problem. What is beyond just solving problems? Problem solving this part of the problem who we see is the whole main big picture, but our main view, our picture can actually be only very small. Just like it was a great unexpected result, right? That came the great starvation for China. How many million people died because they had no rice? at that time. So I would like you to ponder on this, okay, about the situation of us, each and every of us wanting to solve problems. Because problems are not here to be solved. Problems are here to mold us, right? Because let's look at whatever happened throughout history, few thousand years of history in India, in China, all over the world. Everybody wants to solve the problems, isn't it? Were the problems ever solved? Problems will never be solved. Rather, only we can settle our own emotion, our own problem. Okay? Because each and every one of us live in our own mandala. You call it mandala, you call it, we live in our own world. Okay? And the easiest way is, I got this problem, my community got this problem, got this and that, because it's the other person's fault. And that's the easiest way to shut ourselves, step back and say, this is not my problem, isn't it? Right? And that's the easiest way. This is not my problem. But the truth is this. How come it became your problem? How come you are part of the problem? Even though we try to not get problem, it's because energetically, we definitely have created it. You created your own problem, I created my own problem. Every single one of us created our own problems without us realizing it. Okay? So, are problems real? Okay? Are our problems real? This is something that is also very important. I have given you this card with a picture of Buddha sitting under the tree, and behind it there is a sutra translated in English called the Heart Sutra. I would like you to ponder upon the meaning of Heart Sutra. Use your whatever capability you have to look, why did the conversation, actually if you realize, Buddha didn't say much. It was a conversation between a bodhisattva and a monk. Okay? I would also like you to, on your own, please find out and read about this sutra called the Vimalakirti Nidesa. Okay? All these are actually from India. I'm not Indian, and we are studying ancient Indian wisdom. Okay? We are meditating, and we are studying, and we are cultivating, and we are practicing. There must be something special about what was being taught in ancient India 2,600 years ago. It cannot be for fun, right? So many people offering their whole life in pursuit of awakening. Like you, in pursuit of knowledge, you want to be doctor, you want to be mathematician, you want to be agriculturalist, you want to be management, you want to be financial sector, so on and so forth. Just remember one thing. Do what you need to do, but never become what you are doing. Do you understand this point? Do what you need to do, but never become what you are doing. The reason is, it's too easy to take on the identity of your job. or what you are doing. And then the meaning of your life, the value of your life is dependent on it. I give a good example would be, I have a very, very good friend. And his father was very educated, very capable, and he worked very hard in his job. Even became like a, I think almost a general manager or something like that in his field of work. One day, situations change. The world progressed to another level. His job became redundant, and he was asked to go. What happened to him was that he became depressed, because his whole world was that his job was what made him successful. His job was what made him him. So he became depressed, and he lost his ability to step out of the house, and he lived the rest of his life smoking at home and watching TV, because he didn't know how to face the world. Now, it sounds silly, but it is a fact that if we are used to be maybe a director of a bank, or I'm a managing director, or I'm a general manager, I'm a this, I'm a that, or I'm so on and so forth, and then you become so much of what you are paid to do, you will lose yourself. The reason why we are here in this talk is to help you and to let you remember one thing. You are your choice. Just like this gentleman, you said, the meaning of your life is to make decisions. You are your choice. And your choice is either based on last time, because of this, because of last time, that's why I'm still like this, because of last time I'm still like this, last time story. Or what we want in the future, so start every day anew from today. How is it today? How is it today? How is it today? How is it good for today, for tomorrow, for future, for the coming years, or maybe don't jump to years, for the coming weeks, for the coming months, for the coming years, coming decade. This is important, because what we should do is we should learn from the failure of the past and the readaptation of our experience towards the future. This is more important than studying just the subject, okay? Just the subject. Whatever you are studying is a subject that is going to be a skill, okay? Like, maybe a good example would be, definitely your mother's cooking is most delicious for you. Isn't it? Right? Definitely your mother's cooking is most delicious for you. Whether it is a fact or not, doesn't matter, It doesn't matter. Your mother's cooking may suck, may taste terrible, but because you grew up with it, and you said that was very delicious, my mother's love, my mother's kindness and everything, so therefore it is the most delicious. Reality is that, isn't it? Right? If all our mother's cooking really that delicious, this whole world don't need restaurants. Isn't it? This whole world will not need any restaurant. Nobody will go out to eat. Okay? And this is a fact. Okay? So, your facts and my facts your experience and my experience is what makes this whole world and whole situation either exciting or painful. Either exciting or painful. Right? So, when it comes to the situation of your mind, the situation of your mind, whatever religion you may be, okay, whatever religion you may be following, okay, you must remember one thing. All religions, do they teach us good or do they teach us bad? Teach us good or teach us bad? Good, right? So are we supposed to become closer to each other, or are we supposed to, in the name of religion, make us further apart? Closer, isn't it? Okay? So make that something that is meaningful for you to keep in your heart. Whatever religion is according to their capability to understand and then practice to bring people closer together. This is the most important part. In Buddhism, we say the cultivation of spirituality. So what is spirituality? Okay? So the cultivation of spirituality is the unfolding of the truth. Is the unfolding of truth. Okay? What is this unfolding of truth? The unfolding of truth is the unfolding of the goodness in each and every one of us. Each and every one of us have this innate goodness. However big or small, it doesn't matter. There is this innate goodness. That's why you are here studying. That's why you are here learning something new. That's why you are here doing so many other things that you think and you believe in what you are doing. Isn't it? Right? You don't know. Right? You think about this. Okay? Why are you here studying? Can you tell me? Why are you studying? Go through the motions? Why are you studying? Why? Can anybody answer? Good life, good future. Yes? To survive. Okay. Thank you for answering. If you study to survive, then what's the point of studying? Because animals don't study, they also can survive. Thank you, please sit down. So I would like you to, it's good attempt, but I'd like you to go deeper. Why not study to thrive? Why not study to thrive? And how to thrive is when you're willing to work together, supporting one another. Your strength is different from my strength. We put together our strengths to make it into a sustainable and successful community or business or something like that, to thrive. Don't study to survive. It's like, if I learn the skill of cooking, I learn the skill of everything just to survive. What is survival? Barely scraping by. I don't die. I don't live well either. That is called survival. So, I will pray for you to thrive. Okay, to become successful. Alright? Okay? So, please don't just have this idea of survival only. Don't have this idea of survival. Right? We need to go something deeper. Okay? So any other question? Yes? To gain knowledge. Okay? What is the purpose of knowledge? Good answer. What is the purpose of knowledge? Sorry, can you use the mic? I can't hear you. Adapting.
Adapting the things
Okay.
that helps in future.
Okay. So, good answer, thank you. There is a, you can sit down, please. You can think about this. There are many people who can adapt knowledge for their own selfish reasons. So, getting knowledge by studying just to get knowledge is good, but you can do better. Okay? The reason why I'm sharing this with you is when I was a teenager, when I was studying, my guru asked me one thing. My guru asked me many weird questions at very weird times. He loves to do it. He loves to just to disturb me and disturb my mind. He said that, what's the purpose of you coming all the way here and studying all this? What's the purpose? Okay? What's the purpose of you learning the rituals, memorizing the prayers? What's the purpose of you this and that? So why are you doing this? Why? Okay? So, it made me question myself. At the same time, so now I'm also throwing this question to you. Why are you here? Why do you feel that you need to learn? Because just learning does not bring meaning to life. My first question is, what is the meaning of life? Whatever we do will be going around this circle, you know. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of your life? What is the meaning of life? For most of us, it's going through the motions, you know. Go in a cycle of waking up, you know, eating, then going to school, going to work, then after that, eating again, then after that, go home, then every day just happen like that, right? Is there meaning to that? Other than, you know, bringing up, supporting parents, supporting children, supporting family, then after that, then what happens? Then what happens? Okay? So, I feel we need to add on something. I feel we need to add on something that is deeper, that we have to all think about. Since I don't know what is the meaning of my life, what can I make it out to be? So the purpose of education is, with education that you have, what can you make your life out to be? It should be this way. What can you make your life out to be? Because nobody knows in an instant what is the meaning of life. Isn't it? Life happens. Whether it's by karma, whether it's by anything. It's easy to say it's by karma, it's by this, by that, you know. But since we have, let us not intellectualize so much on that karma part, but go straight to, now my life happened. Before you go on the next phase of life, what is the next phase of life? Huh? Anybody try to answer? What is the next phase of life? afterlife, the next phase of life is the preparation of death. It's the preparation of death. What is the preparation of death? Every day is your preparation of death, because you only die once, you live every day. True? Yeah? Okay? You only die once. Other than some spectacular people that I know, like my father, he died 3 times. My father died 3 times in his life. 2 times he somehow woke up. Okay? He somehow woke up. Then the 3rd time, then he really died. Yeah? So, my father died 3 times in his life. I'm sure if you go on the internet, on YouTube, you will see that there are cases where people died a few times in their life and they didn't die. But that's besides the point. But what is important is actually known as in the between. Today is in the between of yesterday and tomorrow. This life is the in-between of yesterday's death and the incoming death. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every day is in the between. The term afterlife is the in-between of one death and the next life. Okay? So, death should not be seen with fear. My student asked me, Rinpoche, how should we see death? How should we see death? I said, you should see death as going to the toilet. You need to pee and you need to poop. Right? Okay? Why? Because in life, you need to pee, you need to poop, right? Every day you need to go and release. Our body is a perfect medium for creating mess. Okay? So, if you really go into the observation of how things are functioning, then everything is an in-between. In the between of this, in the between of that. And then it becomes meaningful to know the power of now. The power of now is what makes you decide what you want to do for yourself now and today. Whether it is what time you want to wake up, there are common questions like, what should I do to get rid of laziness? What should I do to get rid of sleepiness? What should I do to lose weight? The people ask me these questions. First of all, they ask me if this is Buddhism. And then I said, it all depends what is your definition of Buddhism. So, what should you do to get rid of laziness is not to say that this laziness is something for me to embrace. Okay? For example, you know laziness? How many of you feel this laziness is important? How many of you feel laziness is important? Nobody feels laziness is important. Okay? But laziness can be important. When you wake up, you laze in bed for a few minutes. and I mean just few minutes, to stretch your body. Laze in bed can be another form of laziness. Just to stretch your body, other than you wake up immediately, you spring out of bed. Okay? And that can be a little bit too tough for your mind, your body and your mind. So, the idea of laziness is because somebody said you are lazy. Why are you so lazy? Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? Why can't you be like this? Why can't you be like that? And so therefore, we accept that I am lazy. So we keep on going to ask somebody, how can I get rid of laziness? How can I get rid of laziness? How can I get rid of this or that? The thing is that you have already embraced laziness. To get rid of it is impossible. Okay? Then what should we do? First of all, is re-imprinting our mind, known as sowing seeds and not drop bombs. Okay? Sow seeds, don't drop bombs. The reason why we have been accepting laziness as part of our character is because this bomb of laziness, this label has been bombed at us. Somebody threw a bazooka or grenade or this. You're lazy. You're stupid. You cannot do. You're not intelligent. You're this, you're that, correct? Right? All parents say these kind of things to the children. Okay? How much you love, but we show the love by tough love. And so, this has become the label that we accept. So we need to do it the other way. You need to now relabel yourself. Your work is relabeling. Rather than, I am lazy, how do I get rid of laziness? You tell yourself, I am, what do I want to be? I am, question mark first, go deeper. Why do I want to get rid of this? First of all, I must ask myself this question, what do I want in life? What decisions do I want to make? And what do I want to be? How do I want this to work out? You need to set the stage, right? You need to point the arrow, the compass towards that direction, and then you decide what I want to be, what I want to do, what I want to achieve, how I want to become that. Then you tell yourself, say, I want to be so on and so forth. I want to do so on and so forth. I want to do this, I want to be this, I want to achieve this because, no need to justify, because I like. That's enough. I like. Most of us don't dare to say, I like, right? Because it's always about pleasing our parents, pleasing our grandparents, pleasing our teachers, pleasing this, pleasing that. Or I'm doing this so that I'll make my parents happy. Are you happy or not? Okay? I'm doing this because I make my husband happy. I'm doing this to make my wife happy. I'm doing this to make my family happy, make my children happy, make my guru happy, make everybody happy, but I'm not happy. Okay? The reason why education is important is because it is a foundation. But it can only bring you so far. Spirituality is about you. What is spirituality? Because your spiritual practice, whatever religion you may be, your spirituality and your practice is yours, and yours truly. It cannot belong to anybody else. if you meditate and have special insight, you achieve special insight, only you have special insight. Nobody else can understand your special insight. If you meditate and you got samadhi, okay, and you got the different bhumis of realization, only you experience the bhumis of your realization and your samadhi. Nobody can get that. So therefore, your spiritual practice is all about you, how you can understand it, and how you either choose to be it yourself, or you can intertwine with others so as to bring benefit to others. Just like studying, okay, the teachers are sharing whatever private limited knowledge they have. All teachers, including myself, will only have private limited knowledge. Experience is also private limited. Am I right to say that? Right? The teachers can only teach you what they know. They cannot teach you what they don't know. And with things keeping on evolving, things are changing all the time. The truth is changing all the time, isn't it? Truth is changing all the time. For example, what is the boiling point of water? Do you know? Huh? 100? Are you sure? What is the boiling point of water? Huh? I want to tell you, most of us study is 100, right? Correct? Yeah, it's not the fact. Why? Water boils at 80 degrees centigrade or Celsius in Tibet. Here you can cook rice when water, you just boil rice, put water, cover, boil, and then the rice will get cooked, right? Isn't it? Up in Tibet, okay, rice will never be cooked this way. You need to cook rice with pressure cooker. Okay? It's unbelievable. Something that we take for granted, down here in India, in the plains, okay, up there in the plateau, it's different. So, we cannot just assume, okay, cannot just assume that because I studied this, this is the fact. Because I studied this and this is definitely true. It is not true. Okay? So your truth, my truth, I used to not believe. I used to not believe. When I was young, I thought, scientists, everybody say 100 degrees, right? The water boils. So when I was in Tibet, the water was boiling and they were cooking. And when I was eating the thing, this thing like not cooked. Like not cooked, but the water is boiling. So then use this gauge to check on the temperature. It's only 80 plus. Pressure, temperature, and everything changed the reality of water boiling. So, why am I talking about this? Is because there are different dimensions of truth. Different dimensions of reality, different dimensions of truth, and whatever you are studying may only be applicable to this time and age. It is not an eternal truth. Okay? So, this is what I have to say for you. To keep on being curious. Ask yourself, why? That is the most important question you ask yourself in life. Because, why am I doing this? Because I'm not happy. Why am I living this? Because I'm not happy. Emotions are stronger than reasons. And precisely, emotions are also the exact same reason why you either do something and become very successful, or you do something and it becomes destruction. So emotions. So when we say spiritual cultivation is to understand that, or to recognize emotions exist. They are not real. They are not real because they don't truly exist, but right now they exist and it's real for us. Okay? We are dancing in this in the between. Okay, we are always dancing in the between. In Vajrayana Buddhism, they say dakas and dakinis. Okay, dancing in the space of emptiness. I would like you to maybe go and do some read up on what the Buddhist understanding of emptiness. Emptiness is not nothingness. Emptiness really means, in a very simple one word, the reality of interdependence. Okay? Which even means you are not who you believe to be. Whatever. So how should we practice emptiness for ourselves? We should practice emptiness for ourselves in the understanding of who am I? What am I? Where am I? What am I doing here? What is the purpose of my life? Okay? And all these things can have nothing to do with race, language, religion, or education. Isn't it? Nothing to do with race, language, religion, education. So when you ask yourself, you just need to be truthful to yourself. You don't need to tell anybody what you think, how you feel, but you ask yourself and then you say, so what can I do now? What can I do for myself first? What can I do for myself first? You cannot always say that, oh, I have a big heart and I have love, so I keep on doing something, I keep on serving other people and have a great compassion and great love, and then we feel that I'm a good person. That is ignorance to the point of stupidity. What we need in this world right now is the accumulation of merit and wisdom. We need wisdom more than anything else. Wisdom can only come from your education, your understanding. What you learn may not be what you understand. Okay? Your truthfulness to yourself. Okay? Your wisdom is also your own time. Your own time. Okay? And not just wasting our time. Most of us these days, we keep on scrolling on a mobile phone, hiding behind the mobile phone, hiding behind the laptop, the iPad, the screens, and so on and so forth. And so therefore, your merit and your wisdom would be the most important thing for whoever and whatever you are going to do for your life. Okay? So please, don't think that I just one person, I cannot do anything. Okay? I used to think like that. When I was in Nepal, as a teenager, when I was in Nepal, I used to say this to my teacher, and my senior Dharma brothers. I'm just a small potato. What can I do? I'm just one person, I'm just a small potato. My Dharma brother, senior Dharma brother, he just came up to me and said, small potato have a greatest potential. Big potato, potential. Big potato's potential is get ready to be served. Small potato has the greatest potential for growth. So right now here, I'm only one person talking. So please don't think that you are small. To me, you are part of your religion, your world, your God. You are part of your wisdom. Okay? And this your wisdom, your world, and all this can make it join forces for it together, to make it beneficial for the world. All right? So thank you. Do you have any questions for me? Yes? Sorry, I need a microphone to hear properly.
Sir, why did you choose this profession rather than business or job or anything?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Nice question.
Sorry to say this, sir.
No, sorry. Actually, I was a businessman. I'm a fully qualified, I'm a fully trained, qualified international cuisine chef. Okay? And I can cook French cuisine, Chinese cuisine, Malay cuisine. I can bake breads without having any recipe. I can teach you how to cook. I can cook with anything you have in the kitchen without me going out to buy anything. This is how I was trained. Okay? I'm a trained professional chef. All right? And I had my own catering business in Singapore. Okay? And my business was good. Right? But one day, I decided, after my guru came to my restaurant, my guru said, okay, I let you play first. Sooner or later, you'll wake up. After my guru said that to me, I somehow, because he left, my guru likes to sow seeds, not drop bombs, So he sowed seed, right? He sowed a seed. And then made me, I was cooking and I was busy preparing. One day, and then I started to have this feeling, yes, all these things very good, very nice, very successful, very rich, and everything. But I suddenly feel that I'm not happy anymore. No fulfillment. No meaning. Even though you can have everything, but there's no meaning, no essence. So that's why I gave it all up. All right, I gave it all up. I went back to my guru, and I said, I will listen to whatever you say. And so that's it. That's the short story of my life. Okay, so it's not that I didn't have business. I have my own business. Okay, and I have my own personal qualifications, right? Worldly qualifications. Yes.
I mean, I've
Please sit
seen
down.
your documentary.
Yes.
There are some company owners, CEOs, or they came to you. What the questions they asked you?
There's some directors here, some CEO, or some boss, not just CEO. There's CEO here, there's boss here, there are many people. Honestly, truthfully, heart to heart, they never asked me about work. They never asked me anything about work or success or wealth and money. No. You know what they asked? How to find meaning to my life. I have everything, but I feel hollow. I don't know what to do. I'm not happy. This is the essence of almost all questions they ask. Because in the beginning, everybody was just doing something to make their own parents happy. They became trophies for their parents, trophies for their family, trophies for themselves even. Best in this, best in that. They are good sportsmen, they are good businessmen, they have all the connections and this and that. At the end of the day, what is the most important thing they ask me is always about, Rinpoche, please, can you teach me how I can move on with my life? And I can tell you, the sad thing is, many of them have also always thought about suicide. Many people actually think about suicide. And I believe it is true. Because you just think that, since everything have no meaning, then why not I just leave? Because they keep on providing for other people, for their family, for their friends, for their children, for their business, for their staff, for their everything, but they don't receive something that they feel is meaningful for them. And so they think it's difficult to move on with life. So that is the main question that people ask me. Okay?
Sir,
Yes?
what is the purpose of human life? What is the purpose of human life?
The purpose of human life is everything that I have said just now. To make informed and personalized decisions for you to grow. That is the purpose of your human life. Your human life and his human life and her human life is different. I thank you for asking, because if you're not sure, you ask again. It's okay. It's good. Okay? The purpose of human life is so that you can take ownership of all your decisions. And we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Don't see mistakes as something to be shameful. Especially you are young, it's the time to make mistakes. Okay? And what does making mistake actually mean? You please sit down. What does making mistake actually mean? Making mistake actually means you have the guts to go and do it. You have the guts to do it. You have the guts to learn. You have the guts to go and experiment. You have the guts to go and try it out, rather than to just follow blindly because teacher say this, father say this, mother say this, guru say this, professor say this, school say this, friends say this. And the friends always have the most power. Right? And I have one advice for all of us, including I give advice to myself. I always give advice to myself. This advice is, don't listen to your peers, because they also don't have the experience like you. They're just trying to make you do something that they don't dare to do, and then after that learn from your mistake. If you want to do, make sure you are the one who want to do it, not because your friend want you to do. Okay? Ken? Thank you. What else?
Sir,
Yes?
I have a doubt. Sir, in my perspective, I see everyone is selfish. Either a monk or any person. Either the monk also is selfish to get some moksha or attain something like that from the God. So I believe, I think in my views, so everybody is somewhat selfish. But after the person who do something and he loves that thing, what he do, then he became happy. So there is a place when he get lost into that, and then he loses his selfishness. So I'm confused and why everything is like that, and please, what's your take on this, and enlighten me. Thank you.
You asked a very, very good question. What I want to say is this. Please have compassion also for the monks and the nuns and the priests, because they are also human beings. They took one step to become the monk, the priest, the nun, whatever. They are not there yet. Not there yet. Okay? We are all what I call in the making. If we are all already there, we wouldn't be here. So yes, they are selfish. That's it. Everybody is selfish. Everybody still has selfishness, because selfishness root comes from self-cherishing mind. Isn't it? We all have a very deeply rooted self-cherishing mind. And what is this self-cherishing mind made up of is more important. And not the earlier aspect of, everybody is selfish, everybody is this, everybody is that. Now we go deeper to investigate your question and your statement. Yes, they are selfish. For example, why is there even this understanding called self-cherishing mind? Because we say this, yeah? Chinese have this saying, I fall down, if I fall down, I will even pick up a handful of sand. What does this mean? It means I don't want to show the world I fall down. I show the world I was trying to pick up a handful of sand. So what is self-cherishing? Self-cherishing really means faith. And this faith is something that all of us fall prey to. Okay? And what does self-cherishing or this faith really mean? In other words, it means giving people away your power. Do you want to give your power away to everybody else? No, right? But the reality, we are giving away our power to everybody else. Because everybody else have the power to make me unhappy. Everybody else have the power to trigger me. Everybody else have the power to make my day bad. And that is the essence of it. It's just that. If you take responsibility and take ownership of your own life, if I screw it, I admit it. If I screw up, I admit it. If I spoiled something or I made a bad decision, I admit it. And it's just about my take and my ownership. It's not about I did something and then, then you have the power to say this and you make me unhappy and this and that. Who knows? Me being here can make some people agree with me, some people not agree with me. Right? Yeah. And it's the same for you. It's also the same for me. And so, selfishness, even though many people say that it is bad, okay, reality, we just need to look at it as an object. Whether it's a physical object or a non-physical object, let's just use it called selfishness is just another thing. Happiness is also just another thing. Okay? My attachment to the past thoughts, past experiences, these are also all things. Okay? But the emotions that arise from it is real. So, it will take time, it will take experience, it will take many painful reflections for ourselves that we then know I can do this. I can face up to myself, and that's enough. Okay? Most important is one word: ownership. Okay? If we want to take ownership of something, then only you can make yourself successful, only you can make yourself brave, only you can make yourself useful to society. For example, when you become in future, when you become rich, become famous, become knowledgeable, become experienced, our ancestors always tell us, say, don't teach people everything because they will become better than you, correct? Does your culture talk like that? Indian culture, do people talk like that? No? Okay? Yeah. When I was young, my relatives told me this. Chinese people think like that. Okay? So I'm not sure whether Indian culture have like that, but I believe across the board, humans are generally like that. Based on a self. Okay? Based on a self. Because this self was so difficult to achieve. Was so difficult to achieve this notion of self, where I am myself. Why do teenagers suffer so much? Because they suddenly lost their childhood and they are not adult yet and they do not know who they are, what they are, where they are, why they are like that. You don't understand why your emotion is like that. You don't understand why you start seeing things like that which you didn't see before. And so therefore, you suffer. But it is part of growing up. Okay? So the best time is to study. The teenage time is to study, to learn. Okay? So that's my answer. Okay? Accept that people are selfish. I totally agree. But have compassion. Because everybody, again, is on the way. Everybody is on the way. Okay? Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes?
I have mainly two questions, sir. Coming to the first. Like,
Okay.
generally in any religion, like, take it as Buddhist.
Yes.
For suppose, for a general problem, like if we walk barefoot, if our foot is hurting, so the solution is they will tell wear chappals and go. And we immediately follow that. We don't delay it. But coming to this, like Buddha said that the root cause of problem is expectation, like expecting the result and all. Now we hear many speeches, we acquire many knowledge, like we completely know why we are getting problems, the expectation. Even though we study, we see many things like this. Means we have got to know that expectation, that is 100% correct, that expectation is the root cause of problem. But still, who are giving speeches also, I observed many people, still they will also be having expectations. And means why the humans are not able to conquer that problem. Means they even know that that is wrong. Means like they even understand what Buddha said is correct. But still why it is so difficult to follow that. Like without having expectations. And like taking Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says, leave the result to God and just focus on work. But still we know that that is right. If we follow that, there will be no problems. But still we expect the result on our work. So why it is so difficult for not having that expectation?
Oh, thank you. Do you understand this question? Why do we still suffer from something that we know that it is wrong? Okay, for example, expectation. You want to know why? You all want to know why? Because of our childhood. Put everything aside and go back to your childhood when you are a young child. Okay? Actually, you know, as a young child, today I'm wearing chapal. Right? Wearing a pair of socks if the floor is cold. Okay? And if it's not, then if my feet hurts, I just wear chapal. No problem. Who gave us this suffering? This is called our ancestral imprint. Our parents or our grandparents or somebody will tell you, say, "Ah, how can you, be satisfied with just this?" Isn't it? Right? How can you be satisfied with just this? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Look at this person, look at this uncle, look at this auntie, look at your cousin, and then start comparing. Correct? Am I right? If you agree, clap. It started from there. Why are we all suffering from this dissatisfaction? It's because of that, because we always got comparison. We always got compared to our cousins, to our siblings, to brother, sister. Say, oh, see, your brother like this, your sister like this, your cousin like this, your this and that and everything, and then make you feel what? Lousy and worthless. True or true? True? Right? And so, why are we studying? Why are we doing all these things? And then after that, like what you said, Buddha said about the satisfaction, Krishna also talk about this, but why are we still following is because of this. And we all fall prey for this, including you, including me. Including you, including me. We have to allow this time to make ourselves into a young child again. I want to share you this method. So you make yourself, you meditate, and you make yourself go back to the time when you are that small child, where you are frightened and don't know what to do. At that point, when people said, why you never follow this, why you never follow it, you got comparison, and now you go down there, you pick yourself up, put on your lap, and you say, it's okay. You need to talk to your own self, your own child. And you need to protect that little boy or that little girl. After that, in your whatever religion you are, whether you are Muslim, you're Hindu, you're Buddhist, whatever, okay, do your own prayer and send this child to where? Send this child where? Not to heaven, Take this child back into your heart and own your own childhood. And then you feel one part of that missing jigsaw puzzle go back into your heart. So in your life, that is a very excellent question that you ask. In your life, there are going to be many missing jigsaw puzzles in your childhood. And pick that and put it back inside you. You have that power now, and you all definitely have that difficult childhood. Right? Okay? Who likes to be compared? Who likes to be judged? Nobody. That's why you don't like exams. Right? Do you like exams? Yesterday I was saying, you should like exams. You know why? Do you like exams? No, right? You should like exams. Turn it the other way around. Because when the time of exam, it means I am completing this phase of my life and I can move on. I can go to another phase of my life. Do you understand now? Okay? Take this as the turning stone, the turning point of your life. Your exam time means you have completed this phase of your life and you can evolve. Okay? Any other questions? Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Thank you. Sorry, the light is. So I can't see who is asking.
Hi, sir. Sir, I have a question to ask you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, in my life, I have everything like good parents, good academics, good friends, and everything. And my happiness of life is watching movies, spending time with friends, family, and going a walk in the evening. What gives you happiness in your life? And that is the first question. And the second thing, even though I am having everything in my life, I have some desires like getting new things or get like I want new accessories. That desires, how to control that desires of getting new things. So what can you give advice to control desires, and tell me that what is your happiness in your life, like like me liking movies, nice food, friends, family.
Thank
That's
you.
it, sir.
Okay, thank you for asking. Okay, so what makes me happy? Right? So the long and short of it, that question will be what makes me happy, right? Oh, isn't it? So what makes me happy? What is the happiness of my life? The happiness of my life is the reflection of, is to spend some time reflecting every day. That is personally the happiness of my life. Where every day I face a lot of challenges every day in my life. And you can ask those students who are with me. I actually have so many challenges in my life. And how do I make myself happy? Is number one, I tell myself to not cling to happiness. Okay? And how do I make myself happy? Is to, I make myself have this habit. Every day, before I sleep or in my prayers, I always think of at least 3 things that I have to be grateful for. So personally, chasing after happiness is the only way to become unhappy. Chasing after happiness is the one and only way to become unhappy, because our happiness is really fleeting, you know. Imagine if you love to eat idli and sambar, and every day you eat idli and sambar for 3 meals a day for 1 month. Can you do it? Huh? Okay, can you do it? You cannot do it. What happened to me was when I was in retreat in Nepal, when I was young, I could predict the food that was given to me in a tiffin carrier, because it was locked in the room, you know. I was locked in a room, and the food is just put outside the door there. When the food comes, they knock and then comes in. I can predict 1357 is potato with cauliflower. Okay? I had only 1 meal a day. 1357 potato with cauliflower. 246 is cauliflower with potato. That's it. Till now, when I see cauliflower and potato, I think of the days cauliflower and potato. Okay? And this retreat was for months on end. 1357, okay, potato with cauliflower. 246, cauliflower and potato. Is which one more? Okay? Which one has more? More cauliflower or more potato? That's it. Practically, it tasted the same. Okay? Just one day was with rice, and another day, I think every day, almost every day was with rice. So, what makes me happy? Actually, honestly, not many things make me happy anymore. Because I told myself, I want to be free of happiness and unhappiness. What I'm practicing towards is stability now. It's not wrong to be happy. It's not wrong to be happy. But rather right now, my practice is more focused on gratitude. So this is my honest answer to you. Okay? As for how to control your desires, you have to do some reflection. Let me give you a good example. What mobile do you have? Can you answer me? What mobile phone are you using? OnePlus. Okay. What mobile phone did you use 10 years ago? Nokia? Do you remember what model?
Sir, I have used 10 years back Samsung Trend. That is the first touchscreen phone 10 years back.
Okay. Good, yeah? You can remember. Good. Do you still treasure it now?
Sir?
Do you still treasure it now? Do you still use it now?
No, sir. It's in the storage room.
But when it had its time, it was the most valuable thing, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is important is this. Treasure the now. Treasure the now.
Time is important, sir.
Time is important. Treasure the now. It will take some years for it to settle down. It will take some years for your desires to settle down. Okay? This is part of growing up. I don't say that, desire is bad, you shouldn't have desire and this and that. Okay? This is your time, this is your age. You have your desire, you have something that you want to chase, something that you want to purchase, and you want to get more and more of it. This is natural. Instead of thinking about curbing it, why not understand it? Do I need it? Do I need it? Like, in Singapore, everybody is upgrading their mobile phone every year, no? Everybody is upgrading their mobile phone. One mobile phone can buy one laptop. The price, isn't it? Right? I don't know how is the situation in India. It must be the same. The prices are probably around there, isn't it? One price of one mobile phone, you can buy one laptop. Why do you change your mobile phone and not your laptop? Because it's more easy to hide behind a mobile phone. Because it's also something like that of a status. Something like that of who is the most in, who is the this, who is that, Right? So, the truth is, only you can decide what you are comfortable with. I cannot give you the answer. But try my method. Can you be grateful for what you have? Can you love what you have and not just have what you love? Okay? Love what you have. Because all of us want to have what we love. And that's the biggest divide. Love what you have and have what you love. So think about that. Right? Any other questions? Yes?
Sir, when we do what we like, how can we know whether we are on the right path or not?
When you do, sorry?
When we do what we like,
Okay.
how can we know whether we're on the right path or not?
A good question. When you do what you like, how do you know what you're on the right path or not? Thank you. Please sit down. That would be your conscience and your motivation. Your conscience actually very powerful, right? And your motivation. Why are you doing this? Why? Always go back to why. Okay? Because your why can be the greatest factor for your success. So, I give you a good example would be I learned yesterday, Indian culture, you like to eat your dinner about 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Is that true? Is that true? So that is cultural, right? Factually, for our physical body, is that a good time to eat? So how do you balance culture and health? This is something that's important. How do you balance culture and health? Eating so late, do you feel is good for body? Do you know eating so late will cause acid reflux? Acid reflux is the main cause for coughing and snoring. Right? So, how to merge this? There's no way to merge this. Because culture is something that is inbuilt. The only thing is, when you are meeting with friends or bigger family gatherings, you eat. But on your own, you may choose to not eat dinner at all. Does our body need to eat dinner? Does our body need to eat dinner? Actually, no. Our body don't need to eat dinner. You understand what I mean? Many things are cultural, beliefs, or part of everybody do that, so I do. Right? Okay? So, but if you ask me, I'm asking you back. Do we need to eat dinner? Do we need to eat so late? Do we even need to eat breakfast? Do we? It depends on what kind of work you are doing. If you are a farmer, you of course please eat big breakfast because you need to be in the fields. Right? And that's it. It all depends on what kind of situation or dimension that you are in. There's no absolute answer for everybody. So, compassion with wisdom is the most important thing that we all need to have. Where we all need to angle ourselves towards. Okay? Any other questions? Yes?
Hello, sir. My question is, what is self-acceptance for you?
What is self-acceptance for me?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Thank you. Self-acceptance for me is something that you should accept yourself without judgment. The situation in our life is that we are always judging ourselves because we are used to being judged by other people. So therefore, the first thing is, I'm judging myself. Right? I'm judging myself. Or second guessing myself. For example, I love to eat desserts. I love to eat desserts. Okay? So to me, laddu, Indian sweets, I like very much. Okay? So when I want to eat, I always get a lot of noise around me. Don't eat too much, this is not good for health, this is not good for you, and this and that, everything, right? So when I want to eat, everybody make a lot of noise. Oh, that's also because I have diabetes. I have diabetes since young. Do I look like diabetic? Do I look like a diabetic? Oh. How does a diabetic look like? Do you have a mental note of how a diabetic look like? Must look sick? Must look weak? Okay? So I'm sharing with you. Self-acceptance for me is like this. I know I'm diabetic. I have this awareness. I cannot eat sweets, but I love sweets, so what do I do? I taste everything and eat nothing. Without judging myself. I accept that I love sweets, but I taste everything and eat nothing. I don't have to finish the whole gulab jamun. I don't have to finish the whole ras malai. Okay? I don't have to eat the whole laddu. I just need to pinch and enjoy the flavor. Enjoying, savoring, appreciating is better than just eating to satisfy the bottomless pit of greed. Okay? Many of us are just eating and eating and eating to satisfy a past hunger. Okay? Like for example, we always say, oh, last time because we are poor, that's why now, no, I am this, I am that. That was last time you are poor. Are you poor now? You know? Today, if you eat 3 portions of biryani to fill up your childhood hunger, it's ridiculous. You get sick. Okay? You'll get sick. So this is how I face myself. Okay? Yes? You have another? There's a question?
Yeah. Hello. Good morning, sir.
Oh, wait. He's asked, yeah?
Yeah.
How did I become great? Me?
How did you become great among all the monks?
Okay. Define great. Thank you. Please sit down. Define what you mean by great. Yeah, please define what you mean by great.
Something special.
Okay, thank you. Now I answer your question. You want textbook answer or you want honest answer?
Honest answer.
Honest answer?
Yes.
You all want to know? Okay. Thank you. Please sit down. Honest answer is, how did I become great? By doing all the stupid things in life. And I clap myself for that. By daring to do all the stupid things. Okay? At least, I tell you, 10 years old, I take bus by myself to different part of Singapore. Okay, just to have a look. 12 years old, 14 years old, I took bus to Malaysia, the capital of Malaysia, by myself, without being able to speak the language there. 16 years old, I took plane to Nepal by myself. Doing all stupid things bravely, even though I'm scared. Am I scared? I'm scared. Scared chicken shit. You know, the first day I go to Nepal, I'll never forget. Let me share this with you. I don't think I shared with anybody. only one person knows. That's my mother. It was a Royal Nepal Airlines. It was supposed to fly off in the morning. So went to the airport in the morning. And then the plane got delayed. The plane got delayed for more than 12 hours. So after everything, the flight took off and I arrived in Nepal, okay, late at night. That night, when I arrived, there was electricity in the airport, in the old Royal Tribhuvan Airport. And after I gone through the custom and immigration, got my luggage, then there was a major blackout in the city. Everywhere started, and it was very cold, and everybody lighting candles. 16-year-old boy, you freak out or not? I freaked out. I got scared. Because my father was very kindly imputing in my mind, don't let other people take your luggage bag for you. Don't let other people put things in your luggage bag. You know, yeah. Put money in your shoes, right? Don't put money. All the kind advice. But all the advice made me even more frightened. Okay? And so, the main thing is, how did I become great? Bite the bullet and go for it. Do all the things, I did all the things that was true to my heart. Okay? Was true to my heart. That's all. Okay? I didn't want to lie to myself. I didn't want to lie to myself, right? And that was just how I live my life. I don't see myself being great. I don't see myself being special. I see myself to be authentic. That's all.
Hello.
Yeah?
Sir.
Good morning, sir.
Where? Okay. Yes.
Sir, what is your inspiration to take Buddhism, and what is the best motivation line that you believe in your life?
Buddhism?
Yes, sir.
And?
What is the best motivation line?
What's my best motivation in life?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do I accept Buddhism? First of all, Buddha never asked us to worship him. And I see Buddha more like I see Lord Buddha more like a doctor. And then he is dispensing the truth. So that is, the Dharma is the truth. Very much like you coming to school, the teacher is the Buddha. The teacher is teaching you the truth of whatever he knows. Okay? And the Sangha are the companions, your classmates. So to me, I accepted Buddha Dhamma Sangha as my refuge because there are many things that when I was young, I was told that this is the truth. Later in my life, as I was growing up, how come you tell me this is the truth, and you tell me this is the truth, and you tell me this is the truth, and what is the truth? So I decided I want to find out my own truth. So that is why I accepted Buddhism. I studied 10 years in a Catholic school. Okay, I studied 10 years in a Catholic school. I investigated Roman Catholicism. My cousins asked me to go to Protestant Christian churches. Then they were all good. They were all good because it made them a better person than who they were. So, whatever religion you are following, it is good for you if it is making you a better person than whatever you originally were. And only you know how you originally were. So, if you want to follow that religion, don't follow blindly, but investigate the teaching towards your own character, your own heart, your own truth. Okay? So that is my answer for you. Alright? I have many Taoist priest friends. I have Catholic priests who are my friends. I have many Muslim friends. I also have many Hindu friends. We all coexist happily together. Okay? To enjoy each other one thing together. What is that? Each other's present moment and friendship. And that is the most important. Enjoy each other together. Right? Any other questions?
Sir,
Yes?
how do we achieve concentration without any distractions?
How do you achieve concentration without any distraction? First of all, why do you want to concentrate?
To
Okay.
achieve what I want.
These are two different subjects. But good question. Please sit down. I'm not judging. I don't judge anybody's questions. Achieving concentration, why you want to achieve concentration, and using concentration to achieve what you want, they are three different subjects. Okay? So, how to achieve concentration takes time and effort and discipline. For example, to achieve concentration, first you need to understand the physical attribute of your body. Can you breathe well? Okay? Whether you can breathe well, whether you are breathing properly, whether you are sitting properly, whether your bones are aligned properly. And these are all very important questions to ask yourself first. Alright? If your hip bones off center, okay, your spine off center, and you're sitting like that, okay, it's very difficult to meditate. So meditation is about living in the now. So try this. Breathe in, now. Breathe out. Breathe in, and say now, and breathe out. Just focus on the now. Whatever thoughts come in, they are like clouds in the sky. The sky allows rain, cloud, right? Allows hurricanes, thunderstorms, and everything. They exist, and then after a while they go away. So, observe your thoughts. Look at your thoughts as things. And then after a while, the moment you give them attention and everything, they go away. And why does this happen? This happens because we didn't get attention when we were young. We always wanted our parents' attention, but we didn't get the attention from our parents when we were young. So therefore, when we are meditating, when we are facing ourselves, our subconscious mind comes and say, hey, look at me, look at me. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. And your thoughts would come in all shapes and sizes. Your thoughts will come all shapes and sizes. Your thoughts will come in different dimensions. Your thoughts will even manifest as dreams. So observe them, give them attention, acknowledge them, and let them pass. And slowly, through years of practice, you will start to have less and less disturbances. And that's just it. Okay? When you are able to rest your mind in its natural state, then you will be able to make better informed decisions of achieving something, whether it's what you want or what everybody needs. But that's my answer for you. Okay? Time is up. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We feel truly blessed for the privilege of listening to such an esteemed personality today. Sir, we sincerely thank you for your gracious presence and sharing your profound wisdom with us. Our heartfelt gratitude also goes to Director of Student Activity Center, Mr. Sai Vijay Garu, for making these insightful sessions a reality. Thank you, sir. Now we are pleased to invite Director of Student Activity Center, Mr. P. Sai Vijay Garu, onto the dais to receive the collection of BODHIPATHAH Organizing Committee, The Timeless, Inspiration for Busy People by Singhar Rinpoche.
Thank you, sir. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our wonderful audience for being with us and adding meaning to this occasion. With that, we bring today's session to a close. Thank you, one and all, and we wish you a beautiful and fulfilling day ahead.